Trying to find a next spot for a show or event? Look no further. You know them. You love them. Stutterbox Productions is here to help. They always have an excellent team that is always busy and in motion behind the scenes in the Midwest, and they have plenty of shows lined up. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Stutterbox Productions' Facebook page for all of your needs today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Macau Stars podcast. This is a very special episode today. This is actually, I forgot to mention this. This is episode 200.
Yes, 200.
I think I did mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned it. So I was thinking about that on the way here. 200.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how far we come. Guys, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you love him. Returning guest, T.O.T. How the fuck are you doing today, man?
Yes, sir. Great, man. Yeah, everything's up. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I know since you last been on, you put out a new single and video, VIP, a song I really fucked with.
Yeah.
Have you been doing much since then? Like, keep grinding. I know you're always grinding, but like, have you been putting out any more releases, or do you got anything else coming?
Yeah, I have. I got stuff just saved, and I'm sure a lot of people say that, but I actually do. I got a couple. I ain't got like 100 sitting, but I got a couple that I've just been debating on what to do, man.
Sure.
I'm really in that turn where it's like, I want an album, but at the same time, man, it's like this is that choosing your route. So like 5 years, 10 years from now, 5 years. Fuck, am I talking about 10 years? 5 years from now, when I'm really fucking popping, and I look back on this. This is that pivoting point, which route you want to take. And I just feel like I'm not in that album mode yet. Like, even from a fan base standpoint, from just a gathering of who follows me.
Sure.
It's not ready for an album. Like, I feel like I need to have clout.
Okay, I see.
Big following, and then the album drops. So what I'm doing with these songs is like, what I'm thinking is just singles, man. Just try and catch traction, build up that following, let people figure out what songs they like, and keep it going. And then I can, once that's built up, then boom, whole album. But so as of right now, I think the last one was All I Need. I did drop that. That was like three weeks ago.
Okay.
And if you ain't heard that one's pretty hard.
I'll have to peep that. I'll have to peep that.
Yeah. It's on the YouTube. I dropped that one like exclusively on the YouTube. So that's
Hell yeah.
Everything else is on iTunes and all that, but All I Need is just on YouTube.
Okay. So let me ask, because I'm just curious, like, you say you're hesitant about putting out an album. Like, is the reason for that because of the algorithm? Is it truly because you think the fans just, like, don't want something like that? Like, what? I mean, I know you kind of just said it, but I'm just kind of...
I don't want to waste certain songs. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, say I have a fire song and I put it on this album that half the people that follow me are going to listen to.
Yeah.
Because I ain't in that stage yet where and I know that I can fully see where I am and what level I'm at and all that. So it helps that I can see that, because I know I'm not at that stage where I could drop 2 fire songs in the album and they just get missed. And that's what I don't want to happen. So I'd rather take those 10 songs, 12, 14 songs that I put on an album, and yeah, like you said, kind of fuck with the algorithm. And that's the thing. You build up an album, you have 14 songs, 12 songs, and you do those 2 weeks apart, drop a new song. And if you wanted to get wild, you could do a week. If you did every week a new song, that's 14 songs. What is that? That's almost 3 months. So what you build up for an album, you could drop 3 months worth of singles every week, and that kind of just builds people's attention span and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, people would, oh man, every Friday new one's coming, and eventually, hopefully, that catches traction. So that's what my pivot point I think I'm doing, because I was really set on an album. I already had the name. I already was working on the cover. I already got a song to go with I was working on the album, and as I was doing it, I'm like, man, maybe that's not the right move. So I'm trying to fuck with the algorithm, and we'll see if it works. And that's my goal with the music so far, with how I'm releasing. But VIP is a fun song, though. I do like VIP, man.
Yeah. No, and you do have that energy, which I really like. You always have, I mean, just to you, like, in general, but like with your songs especially, like, you always have a fun energy. And, you know, I can imagine, like, you know, you think of like the Midwest, like Slipknot, you know, like everybody out here is like fucking like,
literally everybody, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. And I guess that is kind of just like the market, right? Like at some point, any artist or any, you know, as someone like, you know, you're a businessman, right? Like your music is a business. Like anyone that's in that mindset, like you got to go with the market, right? I like, and I'm not, this isn't a diss on you by any means, but like, do you wonder if like there's something kind of missing in the aspect of, you know, not being like, not feeling like you can put out an album? Because like when I was an artist, I was always someone who like always put out projects. I always was like, this is my baby, this is my treasure, you know?
And so 100%, and like, nothing against anybody who's dropping albums.
Exactly.
Because it's all the path we want to take.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, and people are in greater positions than I am dropping albums. So I'm not at that level personally in my head. So, but I'm gonna be there 100%. But I feel you, because I did drop that one album that I was just speaking of on this painting. And that was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And that was and yeah, I feel you. That was like my baby, dude. I had a whole painting made of the cover. I was like, man, we just dropped a whole 14-song album. Every song's fire. And after doing that, I realized it never got played. But they were all bangers. And so and I'm at a higher point now than I was then. So if I was to do that same album now, it would blow up more than it did back then.
Sure.
So it's like, I don't want to do that again. And I'm not at that level yet still. I know there's a certain point where I can safely drop an album and it'll catch traction and people will share it and do that. And I know people will. Like, I can drop an album right now and people will, and I just don't have that enough people that will. And I can see that. And so I pay attention to who does what and all that. So I mean, but it's fine, because at the end of the day, I don't take anything personal in the city. Because it's a it's a competition, but it's not a competition. We all want to make it big for everybody. Because trust me, if I go, my people are going too. You know what I mean? It's like, it's gonna happen. So, but it's like, man, it's just a rough game. And so it's all about how people want to take their pass. And as long as we all support each other, and I ain't got no beef with nobody really. That's why I like, everyone's pretty cool for the most part.
I agree, man. I agree. You know,
in the rap scene here.
I agree. You know, there are the snakes like in any industry, but I think for the most part, everyone does kind of have that mutual goal. Yeah, man. You know, I think a lot of that too is also just due in part to like the short attention span that like almost everyone suffers from in general, right?
And
like,
it's only gotten worse.
Exactly.
So 5-10 years ago, an album was what you wanted. People would play it in their car, and you drop an album now, it's hard, man. It's like, because people's minds is just, all right.
Yeah, once it gets like track 6 or 7, a lot of people just are not really tuning in anymore.
They don't have the time anymore.
Yep, exactly.
So that's what makes it hard, man. It's like, trust me, I want to drop just 2-3 albums, have them all lined up, little plaques on the wall that I made myself, just to hype myself up. But yeah, man, I'm a firm believer though. You speak in reality, you make it happen. Yeah. So I fully believe this shit's gonna happen, man. It's possible. Everything's possible. Anything is possible, dude. That's what kills me. It's like the give up part is what people hit, and that's what'll make shit hard. But
yeah, and you know, as someone who has given up,
it's hard, man.
It is very hard.
I want you to start it back up, man. It's like, I mean, you never know. Because trust me, I thought about stopping. I stopped for a hot minute for like a year and a half.
Oh wow, okay.
Where I was young and I had kids, so I was focused on other things, but I had the music drive, and I just didn't do anything. And then finally, I couldn't even give you the exact pinpoint moment that made me start doing it again. But either way, I'm glad I did, because I gave up. I stopped making music. I was like, man, we'll see what happens later. And now I ended up just, I'm glad I hopped back in it, because now I ain't giving up. Now I'm on go mode, man. I'll tell you what. Go mode, bro. I'm telling you, it's a ride, and I'm trying to take everything in stride and play my cards right.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's funny. There's this guy that I haven't been out to shows in a while, but like back when I was like since not really a lot in this past year, but like last year when I was going to shows, I kept running into this guy who like actually really fucked with my music. Like 2 different occasions I ran into this guy at the show, and he was really drunk, and I kind of feel bad for him because like he was genuinely like upset. He was like, man, like you should really put out another project. And I'm like, nah, man, like I'm kind of done with the whole thing. I do a podcast a lot. Like I just don't really have time for, and I don't have the time or the money. Like, and that's kind of the thing too. I'm sure you can relate to this. Like if you want to put out a good project, you got to put down at least like a good couple $100 at least. And that's like the low end, right?
The money's crazy.
Like even for my last project I put out, like I think that ended up being $500+ at least, and that was about 12-13 tracks or something like that.
And that's at least.
Exactly. That's
it only
a minimum.
goes up from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but this guy was just getting so fucking mad. He's like, "Nah, man, you could just like record it like on a like you don't have to be."
Oh, he just wanted something.
Yeah, he just wanted something.
He said, "Here's my phone. Just voice memo something right now.
Just rap me 16.
Yeah.
Just give me a screenshot." Yeah. But I was like, "Nah, man." And yeah, he got like genuinely upset.
Was that he was upset the second time?
Yeah, well, because the first time I think I had to tell him both times because he was really drunk both times. I had to tell him both times. I'm like, dude, like I'm probably done. Like I cannot see myself getting back in that.
Or more or less, what you did was, man, is you switched.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't give up.
Mm-hmm.
You just switched up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Took a different route.
Exactly.
And now you're building this, and so it's not like you gave up at all. You know what I mean? You're still.
I agree.
Still grinding.
I agree. And you know what, man? Like your passion is your passion, and that's great. But at the end of the day, I think anyone that is artistically inclined, that wants to make it, like we said, like business people, like wants to make it in a market, you have to just tune into what you're good at, right? No. Like there's a point where I realized like I'm better at podcasting than I am rapping. Like so, yes, I'm gonna spend more time podcasting.
I feel you.
It just makes sense.
I feel you. Yeah, man. Yeah, and what's good is you realize that.
Yeah,
it's all about being woke and really seeing your life and what you mentally know what you're capable of, and it's being you got to be real in tune with yourself, and a lot of people get blinded by that and just
a lot of people
live their lives different, man. But I'm fully firm believer anything is possible.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, they're okay, and even then, I was gonna say there's certain shit like okay, I can't be in the NFL. But I mean, at the end of the day, anything's possible. Say I start hitting the gym and I get my fucking sprint up. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. Like anything is possible. You talk to the right people, especially if you got money. Anything's fucking possible. So, but it's all about what you put your mind to, man. And yeah, I feel like shit's going good. Shows have been going crazy.
Yeah.
And fucking got one coming up. I'm on another one with Jeremy Kyle, and
hell yeah
doozies on that one too, and keeping stuff lined up, and as long as we stay going, and like these podcasts, man, episode 200.
Yeah, this is wild. Yeah, man, I feel like you're one. It just keeps going, man. I feel like you're one of those people in this scene that like I constantly see on the billboard, like on the flyers. I constantly see you like doing your shit.
I try, man. I try to hop on them. I'm selective now.
Good.
Because there are certain things that just, at the end of the day, won't benefit you.
Yeah, you don't want to be like the pushover. I think that is a trap that people can fall into in the Midwest or somewhere that's not, a hopping music industry, right?
Yeah.
Like it's very easy to like just say I'll do anything, and then you're just that guy who's on everything,
And a lot of people fall into that. And,
yep.
Yeah. So. But none of me or none of my people do. So
no, I'm not saying that.
We good, yeah. But it's fun, man. Especially with the promoters around here. I don't know if you know any of them, but they're good people.
Hell yeah.
We don't they're pretty good people, man, and they're doing what's right for the artists around here too.
That's good.
So like, shout out DJ Strawstone, man. He's that guy. He's put me in some positions, and
I've heard. I think I maybe. Yeah, I've been in touch with him actually. Yeah, Justin.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't put that.
He's Otis's people.
Oh, yo, yeah. Oh, hey, I was talking to Otis the other day. Actually, I think we're gonna do a pod.
He's coming.
Yep.
I'm gonna be on that show.
Oh, you will. Oh, I do remember that now.
Come to
Yeah.
the show? You might as well come to the show, man.
I should.
It'll
Especially, it has. See, I haven't been to a show in a while, just because I don't know, for various reasons. But it'll be good. That'd be a good one to come out to. I think
that'd be a good one to go to.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. He brings a good energy. He's a good time.
Yeah.
And so is Justin. You get to meet him. He's a cool guy. He's definitely killing it. He's a goat. That's for sure.
Yeah, I have him. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I see all the stuff he's doing. He's constantly busy.
Dude, he's
moving.
Crazy. But he makes shit happen, and he's real professional. I've seen him in some situations.
Yeah.
And he keeps his head leveled, and so he's a big help in what I'm trying to get going.
Yeah. So. Justin, if you listen to this up, we talked in the past, but I really hope to get him on the pod. That'd be awesome.
Dude, just to hear his knowledge and hear what he's seen and done, man, it's insane. Like,
yeah,
he was just kicking it with Tech 9 the other day.
Wow, really? That's insane.
He's just fucking. He's smart. He's fucking a businessman,
That's
and
awesome.
he helps people too. He's doing it to help people, 100%. Because he could have looked at me and said, "Nah, man, I don't want to."
Sure.
And I've had that happen. So,
yeah.
It's just like the person that gave me my very first job. You started something, and now I bust my ass at work. So if it wasn't for that guy that employed me in my first job, I wouldn't be grinding as hard as I am now. Same with Justin. If he wouldn't have chose me and really took a wing to really fucking respect what I got going, dude. Yeah, we've been killing it. I opened up for King ISO.
That's right. Right.
I was supposed to open up for Ace Hood, but that one ended up being canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, he made that happen, man. It's crazy. He's a good guy.
Hell yeah. And that's such a harder and harder thing to find these days. I feel like people who are willing to just like kind of extend that hand and kind of take a risk in a way. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know, maybe it's just this area.
Especially not even being from here.
Yeah, sure.
Like, he's in a whole different state. And
yeah.
He's still really worried about what's going on here and making shit happen.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, I can't. There are not many motherfuckers I can think of from Iowa who would do that.
Here too, man. That'd be sick. Otis is fucking a good time.
Yeah, it's funny. I was actually one time I was editing some footage for a guy who did some video for him, and he likes to take the pizza. He just buys pizza and just hands people out. Just a pizza.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, I've probably been to like 3 Otis shows. That's awesome. He just kills it with the pizza, man.
Yeah. Doesn't he do some Lego thing too?
Yeah.
He had some Lego promo.
Yeah, he had a custom built Lego stage.
That's so cool.
With Strawstone. So like Justin had his
awesome.
They had their own little figures. I ended up buying one. I bought a Otis Lego.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks just like him. It's a little Lego guy.
That's so fucking cool.
He's a big Lego head.
Okay.
Huge Lego head. He loves it, and I respect him because I think that shit's sick. I think. Damn.
What the fuck is that?
Is
that the phone?
Is that the air fryer?
No, that's my phone. Guys, we'll be right back. Fucking Amber, man.
It's not funny. There's an Amber Alert, but it's funny how it happened. Oh yeah, whole missing person. Damn. And we sitting here.
Yeah. Let's go.
They want us to run out there, start hopping in the car, man. We gotta get looking.
We'll put what happened to her below in the description of this episode.
It's dark out, dude. I can barely see fucking driving. Damn. They want me to look for plates. I'm gonna be out there just scanning plates.
Have you ever heard of Johnny Gosh?
Johnny Gosh?
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. I'm sure if I seen a picture or something, a video.
So he was like one of the first ever. Actually, no, I think he was the first milk carton kid. And he lived in West Des Moines, and he actually got kidnapped there, and like to this day, has never been found. His mother claims to have like he came and visited her like when he's like in his 20s or something, but like just completely fell off the face of the earth. He was doing a bike route like 5-6 in the morning. This was like in the late early 70s.
Yeah.
Got scooped by some guys and fucking crazy shit. They like ended up finding like the guy that like kidnapped him was like already in jail or something, and he like confessed to like it's some wild shit, man. But I was watching this documentary about Johnny Gosh, and they do a map, and they're like, okay, this is where he got kidnapped. And looking at the map, I'm like, wait, what? It is on my street, literally. That
no,
yeah, I'm fucking fucking serious, man.
No.
I'm watching this documentary. It says, all right, here in West Des Moines, 42nd and fuck. I'm like, oh my God, that's like 100 feet away from me while I'm watching.
What?
Of course I'm smoking weed while I'm watching this, right?
No.
So I'm like,
so you didn't believe it right off the rip, but you had to triple check.
Yeah. But it was because it's weird because in the documentary they're like filming like the street signs, or I'm like, that's literally right outside my fucking apartment.
So it was like they were having updated shots.
Yeah, like they came back like
They came back and got updated shots. So you're like, holy shit. Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, well, and you know, of course, they had like the photographs and all that too. So that was kind of a cool thing too, right? To see like
how it used to look,
the transition of that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, people don't talk about, but there's a huge sex trafficking problem out here in the Midwest. Like, fuck, Omaha, Des Moines, like it's some of the worst.
Happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk or think about it, but I know it's happening.
Yeah, they need to, man. They fucking need to.
It's wild. You kind of got to be on the lookout now. That's for sure.
Yeah,
like, I'm weird with my kids now, man. Like, I don't let them fucking 20 feet. Like back in the day, yeah, you could have let your kid run around all night with their buddies.
Sure.
And fucking do some shit, but nah. My kid's out on the corner around the block. No, not on the south side of Des Moines.
Yeah, man. As you know, I don't have kids, but you know that's kind of one of the things that, like, I know the percentage is so low, but just even like not even like something like that, just something bad happening to them. Like, I don't know how
it's a killer, dude. Yeah.
I don't know how you can handle that as a.
Oh, I'm glad. Man, I'm glad I don't have to yet.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's rough. Like, it's rough.
You just hear about people losing kids and like their lives completely falling apart.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I couldn't even imagine. I literally couldn't even imagine. And that's the hard part, is I know people that it's happened to, and like they use it as like an inspiration and they stay positive, but at the end of the day, man, that would fuck me up.
Yeah.
That would fuck me up. Anything crazy like that. Yeah, that would fuck me up.
Yeah, you would have to have some fortitude to fucking, really take any situation like that.
I respect anybody that, like, one of my good buddies, he passed when we were like 17.
Damn.
And his mom is fucking strong as fuck, dude. Strong as shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I love her and respect her for that, dude, because I couldn't imagine. But I know that she has her ways to deal with it and cope with it, and he's always watching and all that, and it's good vibes when no, that moment right there was like shit can happen, dude. And especially just around here, you see it in the news, kids fucking pass away. Did you hear about the guy, his daughter grabbed the gun?
No, I didn't hear that.
It was like an 8-9-year-old, I think.
Oh my God.
Grabbed the gun, which, I mean, fucking, I don't know, you gotta teach your kids gun safety.
I agree.
I taught mine.
Good.
Yeah, they know.
Good.
Yeah, they know what a gun is, and they're all smart about
That's
it.
That's awesome, man. Like, this is an argument I have them all the time about, like, gun safety and shit, but, like, I 100% agree. Like, I learned to shoot when I was a kid. I think when I was, like, 8-9 years old, we had a shooting range. I used a .22 rifle and, like, shot a target. Like, and I think that, like, not even to, like, and people think like, oh, you're teaching your kid how to use a weapon. It's like, no. You were teaching them how to respect a firearm.
How to understand what a weapon is.
Exactly.
Yeah, kids are just grabbing shit, not knowing what a weapon is.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah, or it's like the kids that, like, I remember hearing the story where the kid, like, they found bullets in their dad's drawer, then they're, like, hitting it with rocks, and their fucking hand comes off, their face comes off, Like, if you, like, sit your kid down and teach them that shit, they're not gonna fucking do, like, the likelihood of them doing that goes down exponentially.
Oh, yeah. And, like, more or less, like, like, kids should know what happens when a gun is shot, or, like, my kids know you will probably die if you get shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's what my kids know. They think if I get shot, I will probably die.
Yeah, it's the same reason that you, like, crossing the street, you're like, hey, look both ways.
Yeah, literally, I tell them, I said, hey, you didn't look both ways. I remind them all the time. I said, because one of these days you're not going to look both ways, there's going to be a car.
Yeah.
And then I get a phone call. And it's just, that's a whole different issue. So, I'm glad they're educated and stuff, but don't do that, man.
Also teach them, don't take acid and cross the street either.
Oh. Yeah, no. I just added that to the list.
You're going to want to look both ways about 5 times before crossing the street. Shit, man, crazy times. What's your take? Let's take a crazy tangent because this is the McAllister Hours.
Yeah.
What is your take on the Middle East right now, on the big war, the new conflict, Israel Palestine? If you even have an opinion, this is me. This is the McAllister Hours, man. But you don't have to.
Yeah, no. I mean, fuck it, dude. We're homies. I'm just gonna talk to you like we're homies.
Sure,
you know what I mean? I'll talk to you like I talk to my buddies.
Hey, we're not like educated. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah. And I'm just going with obviously what I've read or seen.
Sure.
But shit's wild.
It's wild.
It's getting real. It's been real. This whole time it's been real. But like they don't show it. First off, you don't see it as much. And what you do see is very fucking specific things.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit that they're not showing or not seeing. But, because, yeah, I smoked and got wild one night and did my whole fucking research and all that fun stuff. But, because I was curious.
Sure.
Obviously, I seen it and I was like, well, looks like there's another war going on over there. I'm not really worried about that. It ain't involve us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Turns out it's somehow involving us. And that's when I was like, all right, maybe I should look into this. Yeah. So I looked into it hard and fuck, man. I feel like Palestine fucked up. But man, I don't know. Fucking
It's hard.
But I feel like Palestine fucked up by even starting shit. And that's not, and that's from what I've read from their history and stuff. There could have been another thing. I don't know why they started it, or even if they did start it.
Well, I think
it's been an ongoing thing.
It's been ongoing, yeah. It's been a thing that's been going on forever. Really, the history is Israel came in and took their land, and then they've been kind of. That's the layman way of. You can get intricate with the World War II and how Britain,
how they reserved that land for them, and
sure. So I think
got everything else around them,
exactly,
except for that.
Yeah,
and I get that. So like that, you're already stepping on their shits. But at the same time, weren't they? I don't remember why they were already established there, or why'd they give that?
I think they had just been there.
That's what I'm thinking. They were there.
Like Palestine was there,
and then Palestine,
and then Israel came in. Well, because it was the promised land, right? Like Israel claimed it the promised land, but Palestine was living. I don't know. I'm not a historian, but I believe that's
now I'm gonna look tonight. Here we go. Now I'm curious. Yep.
I'll send you that InfoWars link. No,
I'm going to just send you a bunch of links tonight. I'm going to be like, here's the truth. But all that, as for from what I'm getting, the big thing that really fucked them or pissed them off that Palestine did was take over that music festival.
The Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that was horrible.
That was insane.
Yeah. And
doing that, I seen that their response. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That response that they said or something was just like you pretty much fucked up, and now that we just opened up the gates of hell on you.
Yeah. And
when you say that, you kind of mean it because it's like you just fucked up. So now you're expecting retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't think they were full on expecting the retaliation that's happening. Shit's crazy.
No. Some people have speculated that Israel knew about the attack. Because, it's interesting.
I've seen that.
I hadn't known this until, a couple days ago. This happened in 2021. This exact same thing. They had another attack on the Gaza Strip in 2021.
Yeah.
But, that was amidst COVID and Ukraine. So, I don't know if Ukraine started them. I think it maybe had. But, we were in the middle of that, so we didn't even really think about it. So, I think that's something you consider too, how the corporate press is handling it. But, I've said this before, at the end of the day, I think war's awful. People are acting awfully on both sides. And
it's getting gross.
Yeah. I think look, I will say this. I think it's very ignorant to just be I'm team this, I'm team that.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't even live in either of those countries.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not a diehard for either side. Yeah. That's for sure. Obviously, just going off what I'm looking at, I'm trying to pick a who fucked up side.
Yeah.
And so, but either way, yeah, it's both fucking wild. It's insane, especially because nobody's got shit to do with it. It's all government.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all power.
Exactly.
So the people and those people are sitting in fucking bunkers. While this shit's happening, so it's all the other people that they're just fucking just shooting away that they don't care about. But it's sad, dude.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the hospital?
No.
So apparently the hospital got blown up in Palestine.
Oh, by Israel?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But they ended up coming out and saying it wasn't them. It was some other terrorist group that shot that.
Oh, okay.
But either way, some kind of fucking RPG or missile hit a hospital, and a bunch of people died at this hospital. And that's war crime, is what they're trying to call it, because you're not supposed to aim at hospitals. So, but Israel's saying it wasn't them. But you're right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it during? What was it during Ukraine? I think they had 2 missiles go off, and I think accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally, and I think one of them at least ended up being the U.S.
Really?
But they had it initially to be like, I think it was Poland, maybe. They had Poland shoot off the missile, but then 2 weeks later they're like, oh, but the U.S. really shot off the missile, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, they were like
type shit.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And that's ultimately, I think if you're living in Iowa, you should be way more focused about what's happening in our state government than what's happening in Israel and Palestine. I think that's the message that I want to give at the end of the day. Care about what's happening locally. Hey, election's coming out November 7th. If you feel strongly about your voice and you want to put yourself out there, go for it, man.
Nope.
100%.
Nope. You get enough people, it makes a difference.
Yeah. I do believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
what is it? Stronger in numbers or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of stuff's getting wild, and
the world's getting
the
wild,
real
man.
world, man. I know.
The real fucking world.
On top of all my bullshit I gotta deal with already. The real world's out there, man. You got fucking sex traffickers, you got war. Fuck. And I'm trying to just make music.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
It's wild. I feel like I was a week and a half late on the fucking Israel Palestine shit because I'm so immersed in podcasts, and I was like, I kind of just heard about it. I was like, well, because Israel and Palestine has been at it forever, right? So you kind of hear about it, you're like, oh, okay,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
they're doing it again,
and that's what they're doing.
They're
doing it again. I mean, obviously TikTok's a little more evolved now than it was last time they did it, and social media just fucking blows shit up in weird ways.
Yeah. I will never stop laughing at the meme where it's when chicks post free Israel, free Palestine, or whatever, and it's just the lowering of the gun. I can never get enough of that. It's so funny.
It's a lot, man. And yeah, that's the thing, is it's meme culture.
Yep.
It's troll culture. It's getting crazy. It's just dividing people even more than it already is. Yeah.
I wonder where the tipping point is, right? Because I feel like society is taking things less and less seriously.
Yep.
And it's weird to think where that's going to go. I don't know. I'm hopeful that there will be a pendulum swing, right? I think there will be generations of people in the future who look at the behavior of our generations and near future generations and do the opposite of that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird though when you're involved in technology like that and you have when you have an instrument like technology that's so you're so in it, it's so involved in yourself, it's hard to see it, it's possible to see a reality where we don't involve all of that. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
And AI, man. Don't even start AI.
Dude, AI is fucking crazy.
Who knows? Maybe AI is doing AI or Israel Palestine.
Dude.
It's just AI.
And that's just a whole nother thing, dude. Yeah, because the whole writer strike and all that shit.
Yeah.
They're worried about AI, man. AI could write you a whole song. It's possible.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I will say, even as being someone who's an artist, I'm less and less sympathetic to the writer's strike because, I get where they're coming from in a sense, but also it's a tool. Just the thing about, we're, along the lines of what we're talking about, the thing about being human is just going with the wave, going with the market, going with the technology.
You can't change what's coming out. It's already going to happen either way. So
you can sit and pout all day, but 10 years down the road, if you're still sitting and pouting, you're going to be way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind everybody.
Oh, yeah.
The group who
that's the people who... Again, sorry.
No.
That's the people who fucking made the typewriter.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting mad at the people who invented the fucking automatic... fucking press. You know what I mean? And they going, oh, well, you can't do that because we type it by hand every single time.
Fuck, what about the people that hand wrote it, right?
Yeah.
You're like, this is going to take our jobs. Yeah. We're not going to be able to write it.
Fuck you mean? They don't need us no more. That's what it is. It's been happening. And now they're mad that there's a technology that came out that can do what they do. You better just adjust and use it.
Exactly.
Use it. You're already in a position as a writer, so you should use that as a tool and help you. And I don't know. It's wild, though. It's definitely wild.
It is wild, man. I've been doing this thing lately where I've been like taking songs and images and like plugging them into AI and just like letting the AI make a music video of it. And like you can plug in like the kind of things you want in it and like the kind of style you want and the direction of the camera movement and all that.
Really?
And it's like I kind of talked about this on the podcast a few episodes ago, but like it almost kind of feels like when you look at AI, it feels like the point where we're not even artists anymore. We're almost like playing a video game in a way, right? It's like we're creating these big things of art, we're creating music or whatever, but we're not really taking the time to do it. We're just like it's a few minute prompt plug-in.
It's just
you're done.
Your ideas
put
out there.
Exactly. And there's utility in that for sure, but it's different from like, you know, like animate, like hand drawing, animating something, or even like going on the computer and doing it, right? Like it's a whole different process.
It's a game changer, dude. You have AI? You have it?
Yeah, we use AI to edit our podcast. Yeah. So we just plug it in, just edits it, and I just take the clips and edit the clips, and it cuts my time in like in like a quarter of it.
So like your last one, I'm gonna rewatch the last one, and you used AI to.
The last okay, so the last episode I had a guest on would have been done with AI for sure. The last probably 10 I've had with a guest, at least 10 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got the AI about 4 or 5 months ago.
And it chops it up for you and
so not to get technical, but like on the audio thing it like splits the audio tracks. So I just plug in the audio. I tell what audio tracks line up with what person, and like what audio tracks line up the video, and they just boom, 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 chop it all up.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, man. And then there's like AI.
So what, you can do the image thing?
The what you
like
mean?
you just put like an image and
oh well, that's not really. I mean, that's not really related to this, but like I can do that separately. Like with music.
It's a separate.
Yeah, that's like a I think it's Kyber AI, KIBER AI.
So there's different AI services.
Programs. Yes.
Got you. Okay, that's what. Yeah, I've never personally seen one in hand. Obviously, of just TikTok and YouTube and stuff. But
well, it's weird, man. Like because those are starting to integrate. Like I've been seeing ads lately where it's like, because you know they have like AI image generators, right? Where you just like type it in, and it just makes an image for you. Yeah. Then you have like what I do, or you know, like where you plug in the song and the picture, or you have like an AI that edits things, right?
So you can have a music video AI.
Yeah.
Like if you just have all your shots, you put it in here.
Yep.
With the song.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just clip everything and make it all.
Yeah, man. Well, check this out. You could even like take your iPhone, right, and like shoot like a not shitty, but like, you know, a low quality version of your video on an iPhone. Plug that into the AI, and then the AI will like create an image over your video that will make it like look more professional and like more like that AI arty type of stuff.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah, I need to fucking sit down and fuck with it and really see what you can do with it.
Yeah. I encourage everyone to, you know, people might call me naive for like jumping on board with AI. You know, I feel like I've definitely been on the naive party, but I guess I just say at the end of the day, like until AI gains consciousness, we're okay. When that happens, we're fucked. Like humanity's done. But
here's the thing: essentially, at some point, wouldn't it figure out how to do that on its own?
Maybe, but I think
isn't that where it gets wild?
But the thing is, as long as there's an input, it's not consciousness. It starts. Well, I guess it can input itself to a sense, but like
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what if it figures out? Oh, this is what I need to do this.
I guess okay. Like, think I had this mental exercise because I'm always a therapist. Like, think of like an AI therapist robot, right? Like, I don't think an AI like right now would be able to like think of an original thought of or like a tool or an idea that can like help your situation. I think all you could do is you could like ask it questions and it could give you an answer. But like an AI is not going to look
it's
at
when you start letting it receive information.
Yes. Well, not even that when it you know, asks for that input, like when it's like when it itself is like asking for information from you in a way, like you know what I mean, like but like not based on any other input, like based purely on its own intuition. That's when it gets crazy. But I think if you took ChatGPT and tried to have that be a therapist, I don't think you would get very far. Like, I don't think it would be like if you were like, oh, I'm 30, I drink X amount and whatever, blah, 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 I'm divorced. Like, I don't know necessarily if the computer could be like, okay, well, based on your unique situation and not based on like any mathematics or input or whatever, I'm going to like intuitively come up with a solution. Like, it's always going to be based on like existing data or existing input. I feel like, I hope so anyways.
Yeah, that's the goal. But is what you want to keep it at.
I could be naive, you know, I could be hovering over the nuke button, as they say.
Nah, it's some cool shit, dude. Shit's wild. Like that, I put that right alongside VR.
Yeah. Have you tried VR?
Yeah.
Dude, I did that one time and it like it fucked me up, man. It was like the AI image stuff.
And
like,
I did
got
like
too far.
an older model thing. Like
I
haven't tried the new Quest 3.
Yeah.
It's gross, dude. It's gross what it can do. Like, yeah, the only killer with them is they're so bulky.
Yeah.
But they kill that if they get rid of the bulky and
they will eventually.
And they will eventually. Yeah, it'll get slimmed down to glasses.
Yep, exactly.
And you're gonna be able to but that Quest 3, look it up sometime.
I'll have to
look up like real life play with it, and it's insane. Like it's just weird. It's so weird. And now they got you don't even need controllers in your hands no more. So it's always been you have controllers as you move.
Oh, you know, I think I did see that now.
Yeah, now they got the finger sense.
That's crazy. I saw a video where a guy was playing Spider-Man 2 and watching Spider-Man 2. At the same time, he had like separate screens, like a PC setup, you know.
Yeah, and you can do that. You can, we could be doing this, and I fully see you, and everything's still normal, but I just have fucking stepbrothers playing over here in the corner. That's crazy.
It's wild, man. Lex Fridman, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He has a podcast called the Lex Fridman Podcast, and he did a pod with Mark Zuckerberg, introducing Meta. And they did a podcast inside Meta, and like they took the recording of like the 3D rendering, as like the podcast subjects. And it was like I couldn't even like watch it. I was just like, this is so like, I don't like this.
And that's what it might. Weird. Yeah, you won't even have to be in the same room as people no more.
And I don't like that. I don't like the idea of like, oh hey, the Macau Stars is moving to VR.
Yeah,
VR Meta. We're just gonna do it on Meta now.
That'd be crazy.
And you know, like for like 20 years, it'll never look as good as what that podcast did, right? It would be like some guy with like the really shitty version. It's like I'd be looking really lit and legit and studded out, and he'd be like a box.
Yeah,
he's like a box. Where he comes and shows up as like a fucking parrot or something. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
You'd have to have a whole like developer make their person for them. And, that'd be a lot. Otherwise, they show up as whatever they want.
Right. It's like today I'm interviewing Barack Obama, apparently. Some guy's doing virtual blackface, you know?
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Speaking of AI, I saw I think they did have you seen where they do Obama over Cardi B? They take like her...
Oh, where he says it?
Yeah, it's like the Genius video. It's Obama.
They take all these clips. See, that's crazy. That the fact that they can even... Yeah, AI can do that.
And that was like...
That's hilarious, though.
That's not even that new of technology. I mean, and compared to the rest of AI, I mean, they were able to do that a year plus ago.
Mm-hmm. And the old school way is somebody sat there and chopped them all up. But yeah, that's crazy.
It's wild.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome and it's scary. Like, you think about the bad aspect of that, right?
No.
You know? Or like, I even think about like putting people into porn, right? Like, that's going to be a thing. Like, if it, like, I could like one day be like, hey, Coleman, you're in a porno. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We took 10,000 hours of your podcast and we were able to map you out to put you in a porno. I have to explain that to Molly.
It could probably be possible. Yep.
It'll happen, man.
Dude, just with it wouldn't even be that hard. They would just have to somehow take your face and put it on somebody else's face and make it look like you.
Frame by frame, man. They could do it.
Yep. Easy.
That like
Easy. They do it in movies all the time.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's something that's just like, it's like a really underground thing right now. But that's gonna be a whole thing that like celebrities so gonna have to deal with.
Oh yeah.
It's like they won't even be able to act anymore because it'd be like, well, I've seen the 20th porno that I didn't film today of me, so it doesn't even look like my pussy, but whatever, you know.
They did the CGI perfect on my face. Yeah, that's all it is. It's crazy. It's like, awesome.
I wish my pussy looked that good.
Oh, it's gonna ruin. AI is gonna kill so many relationships, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's like you hear about people like marrying sex bots. Like we talked about plenty of times on the show, like marrying sex bots and shit. Like people are just getting removed. Yep. It's wild.
Yeah,
weird times, man. Well, shit, we're approaching the hour. We have one thing that we love to do, and it's the 200th episode. We fucking have to do it.
Let's do something. I should have brought a bottle of fucking champagne. Damn, I totally should have on the way.
You're good, man. So yeah, just take a card.
Let's get it.
We'll have the guest go first, and make sure not to put it back in the bucket. Just like set on the floor or table or whatever. But yeah, we haven't done this in a minute either. We haven't.
Yeah, I had to pick a note from the bucket in a while.
One trade.
I don't think it's too bad. So I'll take this one. I've had worse ones.
Okay, go for it.
All right, we got. How can anybody pick up and read books in a bathroom without thinking of how much piss, shit, puke, or semen's on them? And that's facts.
Yeah,
it's gross. I think about that. I do. I'd be like, man, I'll try to think last time somebody probably cleaned this shit. And
right. Who wipes down a book, right? They'll wipe down the whole fucking... They'll even wipe down the wall. They're not going to think about the book. The book's just the book. The book's there.
The book's been through some shit.
Literal shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
Someone's standing over the toilet reading... shitting diarrhea, dude. Reading Shakespeare. You know that guy in that book.
That's a fact. Clean your books.
Clean your fucking books.
Clean the fucking... Get rid of them.
Get rid. Yeah, it's 2023, man. Who's even reading that shit? Yeah. They're on their phone. They're watching porn on their phone while they're taking a shit. That's what
if you fucking read a book while you shit, just so I can see what you look like, because I couldn't even picture that person no more. We need to comment below. Yeah.
If you're under the age of 45, please DM me and I'll have you on the podcast.
Yeah. That's an exception. If you up in your 60s and 70s, all right, I get it. You don't know how to use the phone.
And they don't care about that at that point. They're like, whatever, I've been through worse.
I went through a fucking war.
I held my dead best friend.
I don't give a fuck about these books.
Okay. Funny that we just made that joke. Being called a veteran in the Cold War just makes you sound lazy. Facts. We were really scared, man. He was like the one Russian spy who got killed by the umbrella bullet. Like that was the only guy that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they just use that. Damn.
You know, there's some motherfucker who's like retired in some, pristine house who like that was his thing. Like, I was a veteran during the Cold War. Yeah. We oversaw submarine tanks and everything for 25 years and nothing happened, but I served my country.
25, but we was ready.
We was ready.
Nothing happened, but we was fucking ready if it did. We waited 25 years.
Goddamn, man. Well, shit,
that's
man.
Awesome, man.
We're coming up to the hour. You have anything else to say before we maybe wrap this up?
Fuck, man. Appreciate you supporting everything, dude. Music's coming. You already know the strategy pretty much, so I'm gonna get my ducks in line and just boom. Music video shoot is happening.
Awesome.
For VIP.
Word.
Don't know what you got going on. I was just gonna send it. You're already on the list, so
okay,
I was just gonna send you the confirmation because there's a confirmation you're on the list type thing. So
nice.
Otherwise, it's a private event. It's being held at a certain location that I'm not gonna say. So
word.
But for VIP, dude, and it'd be dope to have you there. You know what I mean?
I would be fucking honored, man. Of course,
that's
great.
We can get some shots of you in the club with us. So yeah, yep. So it's gonna be a good time. It's November 4th though, so I can't say that to you. So we'll talk more. I'm gonna send you the info anyway. Sure. I was gonna send it before, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna show up. Just let them know you're in it. So
that's awesome,
if you're free that day, pop out, man. It's gonna be a good time. And then as soon as that drops, I need everybody to fucking blow it up because I'm gonna go all out for this video, dude.
Hell
VIP with my homie Jeannie. That's the next thing. And then show wise, I got JL. He's one of Tech Nine's buddies. Strange music people. But JL's coming to town, and that's at Lefty's All Age Show. Follow me. I'll post more info, a flyer and all that. But I'm on that show, so that'll be a good show. And yeah, catch me at Otis.
Hell yeah.
Otis too. So
yeah, no, I'll have to turn up to that, man. I've like I said, I edited footage for him, and he just looks like a cool guy. I hope he can come on the podcast. And yeah,
T.O.T,
sure man,
he's got some stories. All right, man,
it's been a fucking pleasure. Yes, like I said, you're one of the hardest working motherfuckers in this town.
I'm fucking trying,
in this state.
I'm trying. Follow me, man. I'm fucking going hard. All my videos is top notch. Like I don't put out no weak shit. Like I fucking go through everything 10 times before I post it. So.
Hell yeah.
That's why I don't post a lot, but when I do, it's meaningful. And yeah, I appreciate everybody's support, your support making this happen. And I'm glad we made it happen, man. We pushed this off for a little bit, but
yeah,
episode 200 is done.
200.
Man.
Hell yeah. Guys, McAllister's.com. Go check that out. We also have a Patreon where we have exclusive content there.
Exclusive.
And yeah, we got check out the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast every Tuesday at 2 p.m. and check out the Guts of Gore podcast every Thursday at 2 p.m. Sorry. We got a lot going on, so check us out.
Subscribe.
Hell yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.